What's up guys, this is iEddy. Welcome to a new video. This video is for all the people who are new to DC Universe Online. Here is a list of top 20 things every beginner should know when starting their journey in DC Universe Online. The time you spend on the ship right after making a new character is the most important thing in the game. That 10 minutes gameplay is basically a tutorial. You learn how to play your character, how to use your powers and weapons. But most important part of that tutorial is when you fight 3 types of adds where you have to counter them with block, break, lunge or block. These 3 mechanics are vital to DCUO. No matter how high your character level is, you are going to use these 3 mechanics throughout. Also, if you are a fan of PvP more than PvE, you have to master these 3 mechanics. Level 1 to level 30 is just a tutorial. It's designed for you to get used to DC Universe Online storyline. You play through different scenarios, working for multiple iconic heroes and villains while learning about the story and getting used to your powers and weapons. After level 30 is where the fun begins. After reaching level 30, there will be no progress in levels, but your progress will be calculated by combat rating. Now, how do you increase your combat rating? It's very simple. You have to run the content gain marks in gear. Each gear piece has certain item level. Higher the item level of your gear, higher your combat rating will be. There are different tiers of gear starting from tier 1 of course. You can find basic gear which is tier 1 in all wings of Watchtower or Hall of Doom. Tier 2 gear has certain spots in each wing as well. Tier 3 will be in Meta Wing and tier 4 in Magic Wing. So keep playing content, get marks and then buy gear from those marks to increase your combat rating and move from tier 1 to tier 2 and so on. Tier 5 and higher gear are episode based, so you will find that gear in specific locations according to the episode. You can play from tier 1 to tier 3 for free. After that, it's all about episodes. You need to have certain episodes unlocked in order to play certain content. There are 2 ways to unlock episodes. 1, buy episodes separately. 2, buy membership. Now, buying episodes separately is a good option if you want to take your time with one episode at a time, enjoying the gameplay and storyline. But buying membership has its own perks, which we will discuss next. You can buy membership, which is known as All Access on DCUO website. There are multiple options. You can buy it per month, or you can pay for 3 months, 6 months or 12 months altogether, which obviously gives you a good discount. Now the question is, why should you buy the membership? No more escrow. When you are free to play player, the cash limit in game is 1500. Rest of the money goes in escrow. If you are premium player, cash limit is 2000, but if you are a member, there is no cash limit, because trust me, when you will be keep playing and reach higher tier, you will be needing a lot of in-game cash to repair your gear or buy stuff from broker and do all the trades. B is basically all episode access. As a member, you will have access to all DC Universe Online's episode. That way you don't have to worry about buying an episode every time they launch a new one. C, utility belt. You will have access to utility belt in which you can put different trinkets or consumables to help you in combat. D, layer system. Now you will have access to your very own personal base, where you can be creative and decorate it however you like. On top of that, you will get access to henchmen, orbital strike and special mods to help you in combat. E is member privilege. Members do get special gifts and discounts from time to time, and it's totally worth it. F, replay badges. You get 150 replay badges for every month and they're free, right? So what are replay badges? We will discuss it next. Every time you run a content, let's say an alert, you get loot locked, which means if you run it again the same day, you will not get any loot. That's where replay badges comes in. Replay badge is a currency which you can use to unlock the content so that you can get rewards again. As a member, you get 150 replay badges every month, but you can buy more from marketplace according to your need. Like I said before, every time you run a content, it gets loot locked. But don't worry if you don't have replay badges. Content resets daily except for 8-man raids and few other open world missions. Solo, duos, alerts resets daily, so you can enjoy the game and get rewards on daily basis. To know the exact time of reset depending on your location, please refer to DC Universe Online website. You are going to see this message once a day that world is shutting down in 30 minutes or so on. Don't worry, game is not ending. It's just a 45 minutes to 1 hour daily maintenance shutdown which developers have scheduled so that you can enjoy the smooth gameplay. On duty tab is where all the magic happens. This is where you can choose what to run. It's very simple to understand because it's categorized in solos, duos, alerts and raids. You can click on what you want to do, choose the instance according to your tier and queue for it. When some other people queue for the same instance too, a notification will pop up on your screen and ask if you want to join the instance. LFG stands for looking for group. This is really important chat channel in the game. While you can queue for instances from on duty tab, it's not the ideal way to run the content. With the help of LFG, you can look for certain roles for whatever instance you want to run. For example, if you want to run Blackest Night raid, all you need to do is to go in LFG chat and write looking for all roles for Blackest Night. Or if you are looking for specific role, you can write looking for healer or tank or troller for BN. To activate LFG chat, you need to go to settings, chat, click edit in front of the default and check looking for group chat. You can add people and form a group in order to do content which requires multiple players. To do that, there are few ways. I am on PC, so I will tell you that one. For PS or Xbox, please go to settings and key bindings and learn all the shortcuts. For PC, press F4, click on nearby to see the names of player near you. Click on recent text to see the name of people who have just typed in LFG or sent you a private message. Click on friends to see which friends are online. Once you see the name of the player you want, click on the name, then click on add to the group. If they accept, they will be in your group. Another way to do that is basically just to type in the chat box /invite player name, for example /invite iEddy, and hit enter. You will meet many new people in game. You can add them to your friend list so you can play together in future as well, or just to keep in touch and say hello. To do that, type in the chat box /friend player name, or if they have sent you a text or are just standing right next to you, press F4 nearby or recent text, click on the name and add to friend list. For PS and Xbox it will be slightly different and then pressing F4, but rest is the same. In DCUO Online, you can trade items and cash with other people. To do that, click F4, find their name and click on trade. Once they accept the trade, you can put in the items or cash you want and give it to them. The player has to be right next to you or close to you in order to do the trade. Free-to-play players cannot trade anything. Premium players can trade items, while members can trade items and cash. Some of the items might not be tradable, like gear you buy from certain vendors or collections you buy from marks. Also, make sure if you're trading an item for an item other player has put that in trade box. Don't press accept without looking or checking. You will not get your item back if you get scammed. Also, there is a trade chat which you can access from settings, chats, edit, default, trade. You can shout in there if you are selling something or want to buy something. Coming back to original gameplay, skill points are one of the most important things of DCUO gameplay. In order to be strong in this game, you need to work on your skill points. Skill points are gained by achieving certain feats. Take a look at your feat menu and see what you can do to get your feats. There are 3 types of feats: 1 star, 2 star and 3 stars. 1 star means 10 feat points, 2 star means 25 feat points and 3 star means 50 feat points. 100 feat points makes 1 skill points. Once you have gained a skill point, you can go to your trace menu and use that skill point to gain role specific buff or unlock combos for certain weapon. I should also mention that 3 star feats means more difficult while 1 star means easy to get, but overall you need to get those feats and get as many skill points as you can in order to make your character actually feel like a superhero or a villain. Take a look at this video if you want to know how many skill points you can get on your own without any help. League is basically a guild or a crew, just like in many other games. You can make your own league if you have all access membership, but if you are a premium or free-to-play player, you can only join leagues made by other people. League plays important part in DCUO. You need to be in a good league in order to make your character stronger. Other league members from the same league can help you with different instances or feats, or if you're lucky you might get some free stuff from other league nets too. So find a league which you think is good and join. Play a good part in helping others as well, because it requires both hands to clap. Just like that, if you care for others, others will care for you. You will be wondering what these blue or green or gold nodes are throughout the world in DCUO. Green means investigation, blue means briefings, and gold means collections. There are hundreds of them, but there are different sets. Completing these sets, you will get rewards. It can be a style item or gear or simply just marks. Once you have collected one part of certain investigation or collection or briefing, you can go to this menu, click on the thing which you have just collected, as it will say updated right next to it, and see all the other parts which are required. Then you can Google the name and find the locations of other parts you need. Oh, and some of these also have like 50 point feats. Each wing in Watchtower and Hall of Doom has something called broker. You can go there and sell or buy items you need with in-game currency. Broker will take a small fee for each transaction though, so once you purchase a certain item, it will come to you by mail. Right next to broker are mail machines. You can use mail machines to receive items you purchased from broker, or you can just, write a letter to your friend you made earlier. Basically, it's a mail system. I don't think I need to explain how mail works. Banks are right next to broker and mailboxes. This is your personal bank, so you can put items which you don't use that often in the bank and retrieve it later whenever you want. Once inside bank, you can click on shared bank. Shared bank is a bank which you can use to share items between your other characters on the same account. When you created your character, you chose certain power type because you liked it, right? If you think you're not doing enough damage or healing or tanking, depending on your role, this means one of the possibilities is that you don't have the right loadout. You need to change your loadout to something which works really well. Just make sure the video you're taking loadout from is latest and not like 3 years old. My channel iEddy Gaming is continuously being updated with new loadouts and rotations, so even after that you're bored with the current power set, all you need to do is to go to marketplace and get a power change token. Once purchased, it will be in your inventory. Click on it and you can change to whatever power you want to. There are plenty of other things I can still talk about, but most important things which will help you in the long run and you need to know is R&D, research and development. You can find R&D stations in all wings of Watchtower and Hall of Doom. You can use R&D station to make certain mods. If you remember your level 9 mission where you were talking to a tour guide of Watchtower or Hall of Doom, they pretty much explain everything how to create a mod. But just to go through it again, you need certain plans to be able to make a mod. Once you have collected a plan, you need to go to R&D station, click on the mod you need and look for the items you need to make a mod. Most commonly is red, yellow and blue exabytes or bits, which you can collect from open world from these rainbow nodes. Other items you can get from salvaging the gear, or you don't use, or sometimes it just drops from instances. You can also buy these items from broker if you have in-game cash. Once you have all the items, click on create mod and the mod will be in your inventory. Then just click on the mod, drag and drop the mod in the gear piece you want your mod in, and done. There are plenty of feeds related to R&D. Make sure you check them under R&D section in feeds menu. So guys, I have tried my best to cover all the basics you need to know in order to start playing this game comfortably, and I hope it will help you, and if it has, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. I'm pretty sure some old players will like to add few more things in the list. Feel free to add them in comment section below, but keep in mind the title says top 20, not all the basic things. So anyway, subscribe for more videos like this and I'll see you next time.